We work with small business owners, founders, entrepreneurs, nonprofits, local small business owners, service providers, basically businesses that want to keep their clients longer. I've been doing social media for a lot of our clients for years on the general admin side of things. And so we know how to do social media and I will actually, I like creating social media. I like the creation process and I can come up with ideas and I can create content probably faster than any other human, not AI. And so I love the creation process. I love the ideation behind it. I love putting the hook and the image together. I love creating things that help people move from where they're at to where they're wanting to go. But what I have found, because I'm actively trying to make connections on LinkedIn, and that's not going to stop, but I've been posting more. And every week I create a newsletter. I've been using Notebook LM to create the graphic, and I love that. Totally AI, but absolutely love it. And then I've been creating social posts to go and reference back to that every day. And I have some other videos that are scheduled and stuff. And so I really feel like a lot of that, though, is noise. What I really want, and what I think most business owners really want, are real connections, real conversations. And so specifically on LinkedIn, I'm going to be pulling back on posting as much content, not because I don't have content to post, but because I am aware that there is so much noise and it's hard to know what to pay attention to. My goal on my social media is to give the people that are interested in what we have to offer to be able to go there and to know who we are, who we serve, and if they might want to reach out to us. Posting once or twice a week is enough for that to happen. And then I can spend that time that I was spending to create the content or posting the content to actually engage with other people on the platform and comment on their stuff and get to know them and then possibly have real conversations, which is the goal. Social media is one of those things for me where I love the creation process, but the doom scrolling, knowing that people are just sitting here all day long scrolling, instead of doing something productive, I really don't like being part of that. And so I'm going to make a commitment to try and share things that are more relevant, that are less noise, and that will be able to help a small business owner in some way where they get some value from what I'm truly sharing and be able to say, yes, this makes sense to me. I'd love to talk to Sam. I'd love to get on one of her demos. I'd love to see what's going on. Or even if you don't think what I'm doing is for you, maybe you want to be a guest on the podcast, which I host every Wednesday. Maybe you have something to say about retention. Maybe we can refer each other back and forth. You don't have to become a client for us to have value and help each other. Speaking of the podcast, I have a great guest on this Wednesday, Tanya, and we've been connected on LinkedIn for the last couple of years. I've done some Zoom trainings and stuff with her, and I'm so excited about what she's going to share. Our conversation is going to be amazing. We do them live on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube on Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Central. And then I pull them down and put them on the podcast channels. One of the other things that I'm going to do a better job at that I think that might be relatable for a lot of the people watching is I'm going to do better about sharing social media and actually writing it myself because of AI. It's gotten to where like literally I can read a post and I'm like, AI, 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 AI. Oh, this one's real. I'm going to read it. And so I use AI just like everybody else. Go back and look at my post. You can probably tell which ones I wrote. And I've gotten better about making my AI feel more like me. I've given it tons of content. A lot of the trainings that I do Actually, almost all the trainings that I do that are live, I pull that stuff down and edit it and feed it to where it hears the words that I say, it understands the way I teach, and I use a lot of storytelling. And so I think a lot of mine are pretty good, but I'm going to do better about making sure I'm the one saying what I'm sharing. I got triggered a little bit this weekend. I am part of a school community, and the group that I'm part of, they're hosting a challenge this week. And it's basically nervous system regulation stuff. I get great value from them. But they asked you to do a welcome post, like an intro post. And I posted my information about who I am, what I'm trying to do, why I'm there. And someone in the community wrote back, and literally her response was AI. And I'm like these communities, these are real people, real connections, real heart level stuff. And somebody took my response and put it in AI to to give me a response. I would have preferred something else, like whether this one's really long, something that I would have preferred would have been like, "Hey Sam, great to meet you. Thanks for sharing." Something real. Because what we do at Retention Made Simple is all about building stronger businesses based on relationships, I'm going to do a better job being more intentional with the amount that I share, why I share, and using my own voice. So if you're interested in connecting with me to be on the podcast, to just talk to see how we might be able to connect with each other, network back and forth, I would love to have a conversation. Just reach out to me, send me a DM, comment, post, send snail mail. Actually, I do send a lot of snail mail. I love sending stuff through thanks.io and Mailbox Power. One of my clients got something today. They get to do a TEDx talk in April, and I know it's coming up. And so I sent them some just blank thank you cards. It actually doesn't say thank you. They're their colors. And on the front, it just says hello in a really pretty kind of cursive font. And on the back, it just has their logo. Super simple. But I sent them a bunch of them and said, with a card that said, "Hey, I have a feeling in April you're going to need some of these to be able to send out to follow up with people after the event. And I wanted you to have them on hand." And so those kinds of little things, it didn't take me hardly any time. It was very affordable. And to be able to do those things that build in that relational connection, that's what I teach, and that's what I want to make sure I'm doing. Whenever somebody sees my name, I want them to think, "Oh, that's that girl that helps businesses with retention based on relationships and gratitude and appreciation, onboarding, feedback, all those things tie together." And when you do that really well, your business is just different. So thank you for being with me today. And I hope you'll show up for the podcast. If you want to sign up to the next demo and training, it's this coming Friday at 12 noon Central. I'll make sure you have a link to sign up for that. We do a quick demo, 10-15 minutes, showing you the system Retention Made Simple, how it works. Then I teach one specific sticky note tip. I call them sticky notes because the way I teach is if it doesn't fit on a sticky note, I don't teach it. And I actually created a book. There's 30 different sticky notes in the book. And then I expand on it. And each week I dig in and actually teach on one of the sticky notes. And so that's free to attend. If you want to sign up, just send me a DM or let me know. I'll put a link around that here as well. And I'd love to have you. We did those at 12 noon Central on Fridays.